Guys, pound USD is actually moving right now. So I figured this is a great time. Let me just get this right. It's a great time to cover some profits on this trade. So figured I'd show you. I don't know if this just looks like a mess, but obviously we break down the market in a certain way. We have our indicator, which is working so nicely for us at this moment. And I'll show you the newest updates to it. I'm going to do some more updates. Maybe I'll do some on this stream and actually maybe just get a glimpse on what I would do, how I would do it, and how I just go about implementing it and optimizing it and stuff like that. But we have this here, this trade that we've been in. We took this trade over on the Discord. I'll show you here. This trade was taken last night on the rejection of that 127 level. Sup, bro? I'm just here. I'm live on YouTube and we're covering the market, the trade that I'm in right now. I'm up a little bit of profit. I'm pretty sure this says 1.89%, so it's not bad. But here we have the live trades. So I'll show you that. So this was the trade as it was taken last night or early this morning, whatever you want to say, as the market opened essentially. Not the same name as my TikTok, but it would be the TikTok in my bio. It would be the Pip Academy. Just search that on YouTube and you'll find it. So this is the trade that I took. You can see a nice rejection. There's 3 Fibonacci's on here. So the indicator has the option to set up multiple Fibonacci's. You might see a little more on my chart as I actually go in and show it. But this was the latest setup. It analyzed swing low to swing high. It gave our Fibonacci projections and it went through and took the order. I then went on and placed the take profit just below the negative 27 level, and we got a risk to reward of 1.56. It's amazing, the calculations, obviously trial and error, but this was built from scratch, so it manages to document what the stop loss is, the price and the amount of pips, take profit, price and amount of pips, and every time the trade is modified, it tells you what's new. So it's either going to be the take profit or the stop loss. And so this is ultimately the setup that we had. Fast forward to what it's actually displaying now. We're pushing up. We've closed the gap from Friday's close. Friday closed right about here. And then the market opened all the way down here. So quite a bit of gap. We managed to just sow gap nicely down to that 127 level. Another thing to point out is that there's confluence. There's a lot of 127 level confluence for the consolidation that's happening in this period. And I'm just going to go through. I figured this is a good time to actually go through and update my stop loss, secure some profits in case this just wants to go terrible. Right? Risk management is a huge part of the winning here. Hey, Julie, what's up? That's inappropriate. But anyways, we have price moving to new highs. We're actually already at new day highs for a while now, for the past few hours. But we're going back, I want to say maybe this will be week highs. If I change this, it should stay the same. So yeah, we can see rejection of daily support. We're moving back up to that resistance area, and that's where my first target is. I would like to see how price actually deals with that resistance level that we're headed into, or old support, new resistance. And then I can actually determine, okay, are we going to move back up? Are we going to go back down? How are we going to navigate this area ultimately? We're at up 100 pips. That's all cool. Let's see with the 4 hour. And what's beautiful about this indicator is, well, now it sends alerts. It'll send alerts to your phone. So now you can actually just know when it's time to get involved in the market. You don't have to be watching it all the time. It will send alerts for when we hit these 127 and 161 levels. So you can see as I went to the 4 hour time frame, the levels that are displayed are different, and it's amazing. So let me just go and just have this for the Discord. But we're gonna move this realistically, given where we are now. We're not at a closed candle. No closed candle has broken that, what would be that one level, which would be the high of the Fibonacci. So the one level would be there, and then this would be the target level, the -27. So the one level being there, if we can get a candle closure above it, I would move my stop loss just below the 50% of the fib, which would be somewhere right around there. I think I can still go ahead and just cover that 50%. So let's move that up to that candle swing low. Probably not 50% or just below it. But we'll see that update over in the Discord. You see new time, current time, and we now have 43 pips covered. I should edit this and put positive and negative signs there, but it shows you new stop loss has been entered, and we have 0.86% covered. We have 0.86% covered, and we have about 2.9 hours still to go. And so we're just looking to take that to an extreme just a little bit above, right? As I always try to explain the market, it's going from extreme to extreme, right? So we want to do our best to try to determine what is average, what is exceptional, what is average, and what is extreme. Try to take action when things are in its extreme moments. So we have this covered. You can see we're up just about 2%. The session is New York. How much time is left in this 1 hour candle? I can even go down and show just the variation that it will do. So each time frame will plot its own relevant Fibonacci levels while keeping the daily levels visible. Daily support, daily support. If I go like this, you'll see the daily support. All these levels stay, which is amazing. And the only way to get this is going to be on the TPA website. TPA website has all of the codes, anything I do produce, and I would like to see us hit this target on this stream, or we may have to cover it in the next one. I do want to go over the results because I have a system that monitors all the trades from this account, and essentially I'm working on a new thing, and that's what you'll see here by this saying grid. I'm looking to just see if I can automate a grid related thing and put this up on the website if it can make some money. But it is a really shorter term thing and very risky. So I'm going to, because I was slightly testing that on this, it ruined the amount of trades determined for, let me show this. The amount of trades determined for the trades of last week. So basically, you can see we're up 9.6%, and we've had, I want to add percentages to this And I want to add the fact that some of these orders, they're not just wins and losses, but they're also pending orders, or rather canceled orders. So I want to have that there too. You can see that this and this equal this, this and this equal this, this and this do not equal this because there are pending orders. You can see our average win, our average loss, and this is all from this account. Ultimately. And the profit factor ultimately goes down because of this. And what else was it? I believe the win rate. The win rate went down because of this. The win rate is 50% as it is now, not including the trade that we're currently in. But you can see the win rate would be 50%, but because of all those pending orders, it is at this. I can probably see if I can edit it right now, or save that for another day. But nonetheless, this is a pretty good trade that we have. We should keep profiting from this. I'll see if I can edit this within a few minutes and see how we can get that on. Let me do something. Yeah, maybe this music can play in the background. I'm not sure. We'll see. But let's see if we can put some edits on this without making it complicated. Pending orders. Pending orders and percentages. Alexa, set a timer for 15 minutes.
15 minutes, starting now.
Okay, so I'm going to show basically part of the work process that there would be for doing something like this. How I can edit the code. So the changes that we'll actually see is not going to be on this, but it's going to be displayed in that Google Sheets document that I just showed. That Google Sheets document tracks everything, so I just wanted to clearly determine the pending orders or the canceled orders. I think canceled orders makes more sense, but we'll see what the program has to say. I'll give it 15 minutes and then we'll call it wraps. We'll see where this trade is at, if we can just smack this target and just look for a new Fibonacci setup. Hopefully we can hit this target while we're on the stream and have the updated code so we can see. Well, we already know the win rate's 50%. It's going to be a slightly bit higher, I'm not sure, maybe under 55, between 50 and 55, to have that win rate displaying correctly. But let's go to what's important, which would be this. And we are on, what are we on right now? Let me see. So I want to search for Google Google Apps. February, a month ago. What does this say? Okay, I want to add something to this. I'm not sure if you have the full update from where we left off. If you need more information, let me know. But it seems like when I set pending orders and cancel them, they ruin the win rate that's displayed in the Google Sheets. Can we have a section beside wins and losses that say canceled? That should be for the trade summary page. Or if you have any better ideas, let me know. I also want to add to the trade summary page where it shows the weekly and monthly profit, put a percentage as for the percentage gain. Change. Let's see how that works. Let's see how that works. So this is where we are. We're slowly trickling up there. Slowly trickling up there. We are not 10 pips. We're maybe like 22 pips from our target. So let's see if we can't hit this shit down. This is what I have to go through and edit, but I don't know. Okay, so what type? What does the profit column show? This is what I would do. I'll show you the conversation. So it basically will tell me what to do. Yeah, the type column should say buy stop, buy limit. Sell stop, buy, sell limit. Profit column would be 0. Closed price should probably say canceled. I think for the weekly and monthly percentage should be calculated for number A. and then tell me how to implement these. I don't want the app script link to change. Just update the code. This is what the editing process for this would normally just be like. I need to figure out how to get to projects. Where are my projects? I swear this thing is so difficult to access. I honestly just need to save the link. How do I access this little shit? How do I access Google Apps Script? Google Apps Script. Start scripting. There we go. Start scripting. That's something that I have to access. We should be able to see the update for this pretty quickly. So it says search for, or let's go to the top. Boom, new trades log. Replace the close log. Close log trade. Wait a second. Wait a second. I don't think I can show you this. From this all the way to its closing. We'll see about this. Replace the entire trade summary. This says update trade summary. Replace it with this. Save. Percentage and canceled orders. Okay. Rebuild summary. Started. Boom. There we go. Now it shows actual trades, wins, losses, cancellations. Alexa, stop. Timer ended at the exact time as well. This doesn't look like it wants to push up on this stream. I don't know. I'll give it a few more minutes. But I do have some other things to do. It's one actually. So this, we're going to just let it keep doing its thing. I think it's ripe enough to go to its target. We've secured a little bit of profit on this. And we'll just look for the next trade. I think we did a risk of, we did 5R. I know we did 5R on this. 5.6. We risked 22 pips. I want to say we risked 0.4%. Alexa, what is 44 times 5.6?
44 times 5.6 is 246.4.
Maybe I make 2.6%, something like that, if we hit target. But it shows how much time we've been in this trade now. And yeah, we just need to give this a little more time. We went from down below. We've cleared the gap there. We have high usage. But this basically told us exactly what we needed to make it right. The risk to reward is a little better. We have a large amount of cancellations. Cancellation percents. Okay. Something just like that. But nonetheless, we're going to keep writing this up. And we'll come back tomorrow, another day, another stream. And we'll see just how this trade actually pans out. If you want to have access to that indicator, better access to me and your trading skills. Need I really continue talking? This price should go up or we hit our stop loss, but nonetheless we're still up and grateful for that. We're in a little bit of range, but we do have our higher time frame structure. I don't think we got another message. Yeah, like I was saying, daily time frame, daily support and resistance zones, nice rejection. We're looking to carry that up to what would be the ceiling of this area. Seeing how I updated that code very slightly just to better display the information. So yeah, better display the information. That being said, we know what we're looking for in this. I might have some other ones here, or these might be a little different. I'm not exactly sure, but look at this nice one, daily time frame, rejection to the upside. This is a little different than the indicator, than the expert advisor or the indicator here. Pretty sure, or I do have I am just playing with a few of them. This gridlock is pretty much based on the same thing, but this one will not place stop losses. That's what I was talking about before. It's a little riskier, but this one is approached with a very low risk, and it's just looking to martingale the positions and trade in the direction here. But this one updates its bias based on the 4-hour time frame. So when the 4-hour breaks above these levels, it'll go through and update its bias. But I'm not going to waste your time. I think we've talked about enough. This trade that we're in, we're still looking to carry this up to the upside, break a few little more highs. I know that last candle, that last hour candle close doesn't look good, but I don't really care. I'm following the analysis. That being said, guys, I appreciate you coming by and staying this long. If you did, come through to the next live stream and we'll see how this trade goes. We'll see what other opportunities we can take. And if you do want to take these, you can be in the alerts program or just into the auto trader